Hello again. I just thought I'd divide it up because it was getting like a half hour, which not everyone likes to sit through. So I'm just going to carry on painting, and I'm getting into the final stages of this one, so you're going to notice a lot of details. I worked on it a little bit while we were away. I've started to add a little bit of definition to certain areas. Some more of the jasmine have come in. I've added another layer of the lighter yellow to the sparks in her hair. What else did I do? A little bit more leaves. Yeah, so I'm just going to continue on. And this will be the final video for this one. So I want you to keep working on your details. I want you to keep pulling out anything new that comes. I just realized that there will be a little... I was wondering what I was going to do with this bottom area here. Because it felt like there should be something there. But I realized that there's actually a little strawberry patch in here. So that's what's going to be going in there shortly. So I'm just going to keep working on, because the sun-warmed strawberries they were in my vision. There was a bunch of them on the table in my visioning. So I was like, oh, can't forget those. So I'm just going to carry on. And I hope you're enjoying yourself as much as I am. And thank you so much for joining me to discover your sumptuous self. It's such a beautiful process to really think about the things that make you feel alive and good. Like for me, when I look at this, I'm starting to feel that warm breeze that I had on my face when I first went through the door, and I can really smell the jasmine again, and I'm starting to really, I can hear the water in that little pond. So it's all part of the process, but it eventually does become an image that will remind you of those things. And the best part is, it's a painting that can never be finished. If you want, you can literally keep adding symbols to it and layers as life goes on, and she can change, she can evolve with you. So that's something to think about as well. So I'm going to keep working on this until I feel like I can't do any more right now, and then I will end the video. And I think you can see at this point what I mean by pulling out. Just keep going with it. Just keep rolling with whatever's happening, and just keep pulling things out. And then you can go back in afterwards and start to pull out the parts that you know you want to pull forward a little bit. Like for me, I'm a big spiral girl, and I know that I want these to come forward a little in some spots and go back in others. And I'm really feeling this light lavender, so I'm gonna get in there with it. In the very final stage, I usually do. Not everyone likes glitter, but I will often add just a little bit of shimmery paint to some areas of the painting. Not all of them, just where it feels like it's a good idea, like tops of her eyelids and tops of her cheeks and stuff. Just wherever it feels like it might accentuate that feeling of magic. I want more to put on, so it's just that little bit that I wanted, which is fine. And I'm just working with progressively lighter colors, progressively lighter shades for the things that I want to come forward. I realized I wanted this one to come forward, but not super forward, so it's like a light turquoise. Just because I have those spirals, so I'm just kind of balancing it out. And you'll notice on some of my paintings, I like for my spirals to sort of fade in and out, because I like for them to go forward and behind some things. So you'll notice a lot of my spirals tend to not be terribly solid all the way around. This is going to be a fun one. You're going to see something interesting happen now. I'm going to go behind the fish. And it always amazes me in these final stages how much it changes, how quickly. But as I said, I don't want you to rush. I want you to take your time. I've done so many of them now, so it comes quickly for me. It will eventually for you too if you do a lot of them. But I want you to take your time and just really enjoy the process. And you don't have to worry about completing it, because what can sometimes happen, I have paintings that I have worked on, and then, you know, life gets in the way and you don't work on them for a while. And I've had some that have sat for months, years sometimes. So if for whatever reason you find that you have a creative block that you don't feel like you can overcome, don't stress yourself about it. Do as much as you can, when you feel it. And when you don't worry about it. I just want you to really enjoy this process. Because it's meant to be enjoyed. It's not meant to be rushed and pushed and pressured. And the way I'm getting that faded out feeling is that I'm loading my brush and then starting where you think that it'll be the highest coming forward. You start there with the most paint on your brush and just let it run out. And then you start back in that spot again and just let it run out the other way. That way you don't have to worry about applying too much paint. It just sort of runs out on its own. So, and I will post finished pictures of this painting in my Facebook, on my Facebook page, so that if you want, after, you can pop by and have a look and see how she turned out. But yeah, I am literally just going to keep doing exactly what you just saw me do, just pull things forward, pull whatever it is that I feel like should be prominent or featured. And I'll continue doing the detail on the fish. They might get some eyes and stuff. Like, they're not going to be super detailed. I'm not going to go for a portrait of a fish. Like, that's not the point. I'll be darkening up her lips a little bit as well, just because I can feel that coming. And you'll notice, even if I get like a wrong direction or something happening in the way of the swipe of my paintbrush, I'm still being very assertive in where I'm placing my strokes. If you try to go slow and hesitant, it'll show. It'll look shaky. So it's best to just get in there and do it. It's scary the first few times. And of course, you know, you'll have lines that don't look awesome sometimes. I get it too. But while it's wet, just give it a bit of a spritz and wipe it off with some paper towel and go back in and tidy it up again after. It's no problem. In these finishing stages, it's okay to let yourself use water and paper towel as a bit of an eraser so that you don't completely destroy all your hard work. But I highly suggest that you just keep going in and just touching on it, giving it a little bit of love in the places where you feel like it needs to have a bit of love. I'm going to end up doing some more stars in the forefront over there. I can completely see that this tree is going to be coming forward in some spots. And like I said, the strawberry patch in front of the tree is going to be happening. So even though I'll be ending this series here, you can see that even I still have more to do on my painting. And you will too. But like I said, I'm here if you end up having questions, if you get stuck, or even if you just want to share what you're working on. I'd love to see what your guys' paintings end up looking like. It'd be wonderful. Feel free to share them with me in either Facebook or Skype or email me. And just keep... This is the stage where your painting starts to get more definitive, more detailed, and it starts to feel like you're really loving the canvas. You know, you're really getting into what's happening. And this stage can go on for hours, days, months. So that's why I'm not going to do this painting right to the finish in videos, because I have no idea how long it's going to take me to go back and forth and pull things out, and I'll continue to do layers as well. Like I'll continue to do layers of color here and there. Like I can see that there's going to be washes over here that are going to happen, a little bit of glazing. I can see that there's going to probably be some glazing in here as well. So this part of the process can take quite a while. You can go back and forth for quite some time, and just let that happen. Let yourself, there's no rush, just let yourself carry on with the process and enjoy it. So I think I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to stop the video, and I'd like to thank you for joining me for this journey. It's so much fun, and I really hope you've enjoyed yourself. And just keep working on them. Keep talking to her. You'll find that as you work with her, your muse will start to talk to you, and you'll find more details. And you can always reference back to your original visioning. It doesn't have to look like mine doesn't look like I'm inside of a room here at all, but it has like when I look at it, I have that sheltered feeling just based on the colors. I have the tree. For some reason that was very prominent, and I'll be having the strawberries and a few other things in it, and I'm just going to keep on exactly what I've been doing the last few videos. Just keep on building on what's here. And I want you to do that too. So I hope you've had fun. Thank you so much. And I hope she brings you some sumptuousness and joy. Remember to take care of yourself. Do the things that make you feel good. See you soon.